Well, we like portable gaming, which is obvious if you look here at the table.
If you couldn't tell, we've got some portable gaming devices.
Baker's dozen or so.
There's not a whole lot we haven't tried because, as we've said, we love portable gaming. But today we've got something new, something that is not even officially out yet and will be releasing soon, and that is the Gamesir XP.
We were fans, and still are, fans of the Gamesir X2, and also, if you have not checked the video out, we did a comparison between this, the backbone of the Kishi, so if you have not checked that out, but because of that, we're excited to get digging into this.
Speaking of fans,
yeah,
let's hear a word from our sponsor. No, I'm just joking. That was a Linus move.
But
right hey, no, but for real. Speaking of fans, the new Gamesir X3 comes with a fan on it, and it's pretty sweet. The idea is that it can cool your phone while you're playing games, and if you look it up, there's quite a few games that can like really heat the phone up.
That gets real hot.
So let's just go through some quick comparisons. So it's definitely thicker. It's much beefier, and I wouldn't say that's a bad thing because holding this,
good grips.
It feels more comfortable. This has kind of that Nintendo Switch thickness feeling. Actually, it's a little thicker than the Switch still.
This is nice.
But this just feels a little better. This feels more like a Steam Deck, which is a very comfortable device to hold.
Yeah, for comparison, yeah, you're getting quite a bit more handle there to hold on to.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's nice.
And another thing that makes this way different than the X2 is that almost everything is customizable on it. I mean, if you want to put it into, right now it comes with what they call in the manual Xbox configuration, but you're like, no, I want to switch B and A. You can do that because
done.
You can.
Or you just want no buttons at all.
Yeah.
You can do that.
You can switch out the buttons.
Not sure why, but you could.
You can also switch out the thumbsticks. So you can pull out the thumbsticks, and it comes with different ones that are a little bit taller. So if you want a little more precision, you've got that right there. I guess you could technically go with different colors too, if you wanted to do red and red. So yeah, now you've got a little bit taller. And then you've got some pretty sweet little rubber tops
nice
for the
thumb grips.
And they feel
we
great.
do like that, yeah.
If you saw our last Gamesir video on the Gamesir X2, linked right there, we were big fans of the thumbsticks. We thought they felt really nice. These ones feel even better.
Yeah, there's like a more of a spring, more tactical feel to it, if you will. Yeah. And we did want to point this out too. On the original, as you see, the sticks are already sitting lower than even the lower ones on the X3. So these already sit higher, and that's good because there was just a slight rub. Which we still enjoyed. Like I said, we love the sticks, but this is just even better. It's just smooth all across the board.
And the D-pad comes off with a different one there. This one I'm a little confused what the point of that is because like they have a different shape on them, but like they kind of still serve the same purpose either way.
Which you know that's going to be preference because they could have just kept that like a regular style D-pad. This still works. Like it feels like a D-pad that just has a circle in between, but it's just going to be a matter of preference. The actual bumpers pretty much feel the same.
Yeah, bumpers seem exactly the same. Yeah. Which is honestly a little sad. The bumpers were the only things we weren't huge fans of on the Gamesir X2, and they didn't really change any of that. They're still super clicky, and I mean that could be preference. Some people might really like that. For certain games, I don't mind this, but for anything that requires like, you know, any like small movements of like the trigger, like there are even phone games that require you to do like a half pull or like the speed at which you pull matters. There's none of that there. It's either on or off.
Yep.
So that's
clicky.
what that is.
Yeah.
As far as just feel of other buttons, the X, Y, A, B buttons are definitely more clicky.
Did you say that, because honest opinion, did you say you like this less? I like it more. Did you say you like it less?
I think I like it a little less.
Okay. See, that's why. We just want you to be aware because this is once again going to be personal preference here.
Yeah,
they are bigger, but yeah, there's a different feel for sure.
I think the X2 has a little bit more similar feeling to what the Nintendo Switch feels like, which I think the Joy-Cons have good feeling buttons. It's not quite on the level of the Vita, but is anything on the same level as the Vita? No, because the Vita's awesome.
We like them. All right, but we will let you hear this. X2. Okay. X3. You be the judge.
So they are quite a bit louder. So if the volume is something you're worried about, I mean, I know I've played games at night while my wife is sleeping next to me before, and she's literally been like, "What are you doing over there?" Because
you're like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not
right next to our head.
No.
Is that how you play?
So that's one thing to think about. But for most cases, it's not really going to be that big of a deal.
It's not that loud.
I will say the overall feel of the sticks and how comfortable it is, I would still pick the X3 over the X2. It feels
very solid.
Even with the clickier buttons. It's really not that big of a difference.
No, the sticks, guys, feel incredible. Yeah. Couple of things to mention. One, not that this is a big deal, but they switched the USB-C on the sides, which it's weird that this feels more natural.
This feels more right.
Because that's typically how you just hold your phone.
This is where it is on the backbone. That's where it is on the Kishi. I know that it. I don't.
Yeah,
not that matters, but
it's just something to mention. And we will say this as well. So for some reason, certain phones are not compatible with charging on here. On the ones we've used, everything's worked. So, but yeah, just mentioning that.
This is basing this on some other channels that have also gotten it early, and they've said their phone didn't charge with it. I don't know if it's a unit they got that's an issue, but so far it's worked with.
We haven't had any issues on that. And then as far as the fan goes, you do need to have that plugged in.
And this is the one downside. The fan is the coolest part of this because it's the most different. Obviously the X2 has no fan whatsoever.
Dude.
I know.
It's impressive.
Oh, wow.
The pad is way cooler. So we got 78 here. And if you look with the fan running, we get it all the way down to around 53 degrees.
Yeah, so one thing we'd like to do just for the fun of it is test how hot a phone gets running through the X2 compared to how hot it gets running with this on the fan. So let's do that. Oh man, that did a lot of damage. Alright, so right now we're playing Shadow Fight 3, and it's just that we're running at 103. We were getting 105 a second ago. It kind of is bouncing around. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got to be a little closer. So that's what we're doing. Alright, now we've got the Gamesir X3 hooked up with the same game, same settings, and we're gonna see if it cools down after a while. It's plugged in, so the fan is running. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's see, what do we got?
Still going down.
Still going down? Yeah?
Yeah, we're 94, 90.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, the reason we're pointing it at the opposite side of the phone now is because it's actually the same side of the phone because the USB ports are switched on the X2 and the X3. So we were pointing it at the exact same spot on the phone every time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going down even more. This is at, what would you say?
93 around? But sitting
No,
around
but
92.
I mean maybe 7
What degrees?
minutes since we switched.
Oh, yeah, probably around there.
7-8 minutes since we switched, and we've gone
about 12 degrees cooler.
12 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yep.
So, as you can see, the cooling function actually does work. I mean, we were consistently getting
12 degrees, but maybe even lower if we kept going.
We didn't run it for a long time. I mean, within the 10 minutes that we tried it, it had dropped down to 12 degrees and seemed like it was still going down.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. So if you have games that run hotter, this definitely could help. Just final impressions and final thoughts on this, I guess.
I like
overall,
it.
Yeah, overall,
a lot.
It's better than the X2 for sure. I can't. There's nothing I would say is worse. Even though I said before that I kind of preferred the feel of the buttons, these buttons are bigger. I think they're placed better, and it's really, the button feel is more of a preference.
Yeah, for sure. Same with the D-pad. We
but
did
there's
want to
nothing
mention
bad about them either.
No.
Like,
we did want to mention one other point, that this has more of a rubberized finish on the first one, where this is plastic. They try to do the texture, but I don't feel like that's... You can't... to be honest, they did a great job of making it still feel like it's a rubberized texture, even with it being plastic.
I mean,
but the extra grip is what I really prefer. It's beefier.
Yeah, no matter what the changes are, this is more comfortable to hold.
I completely agree.
I mean,
sticks, guys, they were already amazing. By far the best sticks we've ever used on a portable device.
So, if you're looking at one of the Gamesir devices, I definitely say go for the X3. It is available to pre-order now. It's not officially like in stores or buy it and you'll get it tomorrow type shipping right now. We got ours through Indiegogo. We backed the project. So that's how we got it a little bit early. Still paid for it and everything. You know, we paid for it with our own money. They didn't send it to us. They don't get to see this video. So this is what we actually think about it.
So many of these things keep coming out. But so yeah, we'll have more coming at you later.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Thank you guys.